It's amazing. Hi, Enrique.
Happy Friday, Peter. Hello, how are you doing?
I think we want to go fast because I think on the three of the countries are just bank holiday right now.
Yeah, it's so.
Have you killed somebody?
No, I haven't. I don't know. Someone's been killed probably around me.
So the bank holiday. So this is relaxed version of the BIM Cafe today. Welcome everybody. That's nice, guys, to have you with us. We can see right now the people joining. It's nice. So I can see the YouTube. It's also getting some more traction. So this is nice. We are streaming in parallel the YouTube and the LinkedIn. So just you can reply to all of the event afterwards. And you can see all of the noises which Enrique makes, really, because we were really making this for. So welcome everybody. Welcome Enrique. What we will be doing today? Anything particular which we will just be able to chase today?
Yeah, completely. We have a new interview here. Let me just lower a bit the music and we talk easier. So we have a new interview we're going to be released right after this episode, and it's a very interesting one. We are interviewing Octavi and Pablo Moreno, the CEO, founder, and also co-founder, and also the BIM manager from the company called Woodea. It's a company who wants to make architectural structures based on wood. They have a concept of industrialization of the processes. They want to automatize all the different processes to build houses and create in a more modern way all the different structures. So bringing the idea of picking from catalogs and having all the modular units ready and based on wood. So it's an interesting approach, and we have the chance to participate in a talk with them, and they were very thoughtful and sharing with us all their thoughts in the company and how they want to make it. Let me just put here the presentation quickly for them. Okay, there's a bit how they look like in real life. You will see them now. And as always, we pick the most interesting parts. We subtitle because this interview was happening in Spanish, and we will comment them right after between you, me, and all the audience with us. So if you feel it's okay, we can start right away.
Let's go. Let's go the first section first.
Perfect. So first of all, we're going to talk slowly about BIM, industrialization, prefabrication, all these new concepts from the construction 4.0 that I already introduced on the core concepts of Woodea. Let's see what our guest says about this, and then we comment after in our time.
Let's go.
Si queremos que realmente la madera coja un componente o un porcentaje importante de la construcción que se está haciendo, tiene que ser asequible, ¿vale? Tiene que poder competir en precio con las estructuras de hormigón y de acero, porque si no, ya digo, se harán 4 edificios emblemáticos para quedar bien en la prensa. Exacto. Y poco más. Lo que queremos es
que tenga el sello green y ya está, ¿no?
Lo que queremos es que tenga impacto, y para que tenga impacto tiene que ser abundante, ¿vale? Después hay el componente de industrializada. Nos gusta a lo mejor más la palabra de componentes, pero bueno, al final es industrializada por componentes, ¿no? Y ahí un poquito lo que defendemos es, han habido 2 mundos hasta ahora. El mundo tradicional de la construcción aquí, donde cada edificio ha sido un proyecto empezado de cero y eso ha impedido la mejora continua, etcétera. Y hay los típicos edificios comunistas, ¿no? Donde todas eran iguales para ahorrar en coste. Nosotros queremos un mundo intermedio. Entonces, lo que queremos es industrializar los componentes, o que la industria tienda a industrializar los componentes, pero que después permita un ensamblaje que permita dar adaptaciones a cada necesidad de cada proyecto o a dar personalidad a cada proyecto, ¿vale? Con lo cual, lo que queremos es conseguir esa mejora continua, esa industrialización de los componentes, pero que sigan haciendo edificios que se adapten al terreno, a la legislación local, a los requerimientos del proyecto y a que tengan una cierta personalidad, ¿vale? Y después la parte BIM para mí es completamente necesaria. Ahora le dejo a Pablo que cuente un poquito más, pero si vienes de cualquier otra industria, sorprende mucho cuando entras en la construcción. Es decir, que proyectos de millones o de decenas de millones de euros se lleven de una forma tan manual, sorprende mucho. Y, no sé, me acuerdo una de las primeras cosas, ¿no? Ver un proveedor para llevar los proyectos en la nube y lo podrás ver desde cualquier dispositivo, aunque estés fuera de la oficina. Claro, si vienes de cualquier otra industria es ¿no? O sea, era novedad hace 20 años, no ahora. Pero aquí aún ves mucha gente en las obras que va con sus planos, que se envían las incidencias por email, que hay problemas de versionados, etcétera, ¿no?
Sí, sí.
Entonces, obviamente, el tema tecnológico hay que desarrollarlo, pero ya hay mucho desarrollado que tampoco se está implementando, con lo cual también es un tema de gestión de personas, de culturas, etcétera, no solo tecnológico, lo cual lo hace más interesante si cabe.
Sí, por supuesto. Y de Pablo.
No, nada, y comentar que, bueno, la importancia de BIM es el prototipar, ¿no?, en entornos digitales, algo que si no lo prototipas en un entorno digital, el coste de realizarlo en un entorno físico es muy alto, ¿no? Entonces, el poder prever esos elementos o esos problemas antes de que sucedan, pues tiene un aporte de valor increíble, ¿no? Entonces, desde Woodea, junto con el Lean, ¿no?, que también queremos generar modelos BIM para simular, ¿no?, para realizar las Planner System, ¿no?, ir a obra y tener ese modelo simulado y ver cómo todos los proveedores entre ellos trabajan y lo ven, ¿no?, de cómo va a funcionar o cuál es esa planificación, de cómo se van a ensamblar esos componentes industrializados, etcétera, pues aporta mucho valor y, bueno, desde Woodea creemos que es imprescindible, ¿no?, tener esta parte.
Wow. I just, with all respect, nothing new, really. Sorry, it's just. I think the season 2 right now is just the one things which I like is just the whole green part and the wood part, which is really fantastic. However, the communication, the interchange, etc., was really the key elements. Anything particular as a take from your side?
Yeah, well, for me, the approach that these new companies they are born recently, they're coming with a new scope. They don't want to change. They don't need to suffer those changes. They are coming to the business world in the construction industry with a different mindset. Okay, we need to do the things differently. And here we're going to discuss a lot about this industrialization. Is it worth it? Is it not? To make all the process automatic, prefabricate offsite and deliver on-site and just assembly very quickly. So those new concepts that this company is involved with there and many others will do the same as well. It's a different idea. It's not seen as other companies needs to readapt and change the project. This one wants to make it since the beginning. So that's what makes it a bit different there.
Okay, I got it.
And now,
so you have stopped your noises, I hear.
Yeah. This is my apologies because we have here also a working site nearby home and they was delivering now some laminates of iron and aluminium, so it was super noisy. So
process, the logistics.
I did a super interesting trick, which is just close my window and no noise anymore. So I forgot to do it before launch the live. So.
Yeah, but again, the logistics is a part of the BIM, so I think we try to emerge ourselves into the BIM in every aspect. So that was good.
Exactly. Well, let's go for the second clip now. As I said, we're going to talk a lot today about industrialization. Do you know what is industrialization, Peter? Do you know what does it mean? Do you know?
Industrialization, it means just the using machine to do the manual processes.
Okay, well, good definition. So this is making the things offsite, making the things like in sort of a city, so you can produce more with defined prototypes within a range of 2, 5, 6, 7, 8 different types of bathroom, for example. You just can pick one, and those are generated more in bulk. So the question is it worth it? Is it necessary? Is something because like if you produce only that, you have a lower range of possibilities, let's say, and the work is sometimes to automatize this work. Maybe it's not worth it to invest as much money for producing bathroom, for example, no? So we were discussing about this with Octavi and Pablo. Let's see what they say, and then we comment afterwards.
Okay, very good. Let's listen to them.
Entonces, la industrialización no es porque sí, es porque ha aportado valor. Es decir, a medida que vas industrializando y vas haciendo las cosas en fábrica y vas haciendo maquinaria específica, cada vez eres más productivo, cada vez haces cosas mejores y a mejor precio, ¿no? Entonces, el objetivo ese no tiene que perderse de vista, ¿no? Es decir, si en algún proyecto, por lo que sea, un lavabo industrializado no sale rentable, no se hace, ¿vale? Es decir, por eso el primer punto, ¿no? Es decir, metemos industrialización porque tenemos que dar mejor calidad a mejor precio, o al mismo precio, mejor calidad, pero ese es el objetivo de la industrialización, no es porque sí. O sea, hay que ir un poquito al fondo, ¿no? También lo que te ayuda mucho es en esa reducción de incertidumbre y de plazos. Al final, incertidumbre porque estás dándole repetibilidad, estás dando mejora continua, estás también dando unas condiciones de trabajo más confortables. No es lo mismo estar trabajando en una fábrica o en un taller que estar trabajando en la intemperie. Con lo cual, todo esto va ayudando. Y plazos, obviamente, tú puedes estar construyendo, incluso mientras estás haciendo fases del diseño, puedes estar haciendo ya lavabos, fachadas, la estructura de madera, etcétera, y después llegas y lo montas muy rápido, ¿vale? La gente se sorprende cuando se ve un edificio de madera, cómo crece de rápido. La verdad es que sorprende mucho. Y además con un equipo muy pequeñito. Y después el bajo impacto ambiental, ¿no? Porque se diseña desde el principio ya pensando en eso y teniendo eso como foco, ¿no?
Okay. Okay.
So,
I agree.
as I say, not always pushing the industrialization as a religion. Let's say, no, you need to industrialize all your processes. No, let's take a thing and see when it's necessary or not. Because if the productivity of the demand is not that big, maybe it's not worth it to industrialize the process of this prototype. So do it with wisely, thinking about which are the ones we produce the most or are easy to automatize, so we can do them for those processes.
I hear it, Enrique, but that's really for me. And again, this is the confirmation what we heard from the other guys as well. And during the whole of our season 2, is that the industry is not really mature, because that's really the problem of the non-mature industry, non-mature processes.
Yep.
And the concept of being, do it at home or do outside, it's always just so do inside or just make or buy. It's always the big question, and all of the different industries already just went through this process. And I remember that we were just doing the quick assessment each time when we were just introducing the new part of the product, etc. Are we just making it inside or in-house, or we will just outsource it to make it by somebody who can do this cheaper, etc., etc. So so a lot of work for us to be honest.
Oh, completely. This is the
will be fantastic.
The construction industry is still a baby. In the previous clip, Octavi also said that he coming from a different industry, he coming from an economical background, and when he arrived to the industry world, some people telling him, yeah, now you can come here to the site and see the project. We have everything on the cloud. We can communicate through and say, of course, we can do that. We are in the 21st century. So from someone coming from outside, it seems super strange, the big delay that we have in the construction world. So all these phases already happened years ago in other ones, needs to face now in the building sectors. Okay, we move forward about a small different topic now, and this is a call for manufacturers and designers. Let's rethink about how do we need to provide that data, because I was discussing mostly with Pablo del Rio. He's the BIM manager of Woodea. The concept that we have on produce this prototype or modularities for their prototypes, their projects. So the concept introduced is like we want to produce something similar than IKEA within a range, produce a variety of different predefined objects. Okay, something like that. So let's think about this to a BIM catalog or a BIM library. In that way, let's see what he says, and then we comment after.
And we will be having all of the houses like IKEA. Oh my God, everything. Okay.
Let's see.
Let's think about it. Okay, listen to this.
En vez de llevarlo al tema mueble, llevarlo al tema vivienda. Es decir, IKEA tiene estandarizados, unos no son componentes, son tableros, pues unas arandelas, unas tuercas, etcétera, etcétera, ¿no? Todo tipificado y todo estandarizado y optimizado para sus procesos, ¿no? Entonces, a nosotros nos gustaría tener algo similar, pero para crear una vivienda, ¿no? Es decir, yo te voy a dar unas fachadas tipos, unos baños tipos, unas vigas, pilares tipos, muros, ¿no? Unos tipos de encimera, ¿no? Todo modularizado y estandarizado para que sea de una forma óptima, para que entre, como hemos comentado antes, que entre en precio a la hora de industrializar. Entonces, a nosotros nos gustaría pues tener como un configurador Lego, ¿no? Pues, por así decirlo, con componentes BIM, donde el arquitecto o el promotor o el cliente pueda generar ese componente 3D, pero ya estandarizado y sabiendo que son componentes óptimos para la obra, ¿no? Y ya estamos en una fase temprana, ¿no? Que es lo que comentábamos antes, realizando esto, pero de forma indirecta. Y ya cuando entremos, pues ya será bastante ya, se podrá configurar un poco más, se podrán añadir más datos.
Yo creo que BIM le da esa potencia de poderlo hacer asequible para todo el mundo y que realmente se pueda emplear de una forma masiva, ¿no? Y para todos los proyectos por esa modularidad que apuntaba, ¿no? Hicimos una visita hace poco a una fábrica de puertas, ¿no? Y como ese habrán 1000 ejemplos, ¿no? Entonces tienen un montón de puertas. Vale, pues nosotros con nuestro enfoque de hacer algo asequible y sostenible y que el cliente le vea valor, cuáles son nuestras X puertas ideales. Y esas,
Exacto.
entre la infinita variedad de puertas que hay, pues tenemos que definir cuáles son las ideales que cumplan nuestro propósito. Habrá otro que irá a edificios emblemáticos y tendrá otras puertas ideales. Por otro lado, como no lo haces en la vivienda, sino que lo haces en la fábrica, tienes el componente logística que es muy importante. Es decir,
por supuesto.
sobre todo cuando empiezas a pensar en módulos 3D, tienen que aportar mucho valor añadido para que lo que pierdes en logística, porque al final cuando traes un módulo 3D estás transportando aire y ese aire es pérdida de espacio en el transporte, ¿no? Pues tienes algo de pérdida en logística que tienes que compensar en que sea algo de mucho valor añadido.
Wow.
Amazing, no? So part by part, the IKEA theme, what Pablo is trying to say is that the concept they want to have as a BIM library or catalog for the resources is similar to IKEA. Like inside the building houses, for example, prototype houses, they have the range of walls, beams, bathrooms, equipment. We're talking about furniture or decoration. We're talking about the structural house. They have their own range there. Everyone from different manufacturers with as Octavi said, no, we go to a factory, we check with the supplier, and we pick the elements that comply with our idea of be able to be industrialized and so on, because some others they won't be profitable to do so. So having that range, cross range, a small catalog of that in models, BIM models, BIM objects, they will provide to the customer and say, okay, you can pick from here because all these objects we have here can be able to build your house, and they're already industrialized, automatized, analyzed to be productive and affordable. This is more or less the concept, and we're taking IKEA as a reference, but internal decoration is for a housing structural build.
No, it will be interesting, Enrique, just to get somebody from IKEA, because I think they also just no, but seriously, I think they have the I was on this real estate the salon, the fairs, and the last 2 days, and I was really interesting to see it. The all of the development of the real estate and exactly what the guys are saying about the standardization and the industrialization of the processes. A lot of solutions really just pushing towards the modulars, towards the wood, towards the stuff which you can reuse it, and of course some of them are just to make it cheaper, but sometimes also it's just to go faster, really. And IKEA, I think, is a good example because I think they have real estate. So let's just try to dig in it. I will take a note. I will try to talk to somebody from IKEA just to help us to understand their real estate problems. Yeah, that's a good one.
No, but taking some copilot and analyzing how they do their work, that IKEA produce many different objects. They produce themselves, but within a range. You think that you can do everything with IKEA that IKEA offers for your house, for example. So why not do this on the construction? In Woodea, Pablo, Octavi, they think we can also offer everything you need to build your house within our products and supplier range, and every product we choose the ones that we can industrialize and make it affordable. No? This is he highlight the word many times.
I'm happy for inside, but let's make sure outside. So just external part of the building will be still a little bit different. Okay.
Yeah.
If you will get everywhere IKEA, I think I will be a little bit, bored.
Well, I like you said that word now because it's going to link right with our next topic, and it's something I asked them, that automatization of processes, industrialization, they can become repetitive and boring. So this is something you need to play with to don't get also your staff and your company get in an endless loop, right? So I asked them, can this become industrialization process become boring, repetitive, and lack of motivation for some people and for all the industry itself? Let's see what they say, what they find the motivation or not, and then we comment afterwards.
Let's go for the next one.
A lo mejor no serás un artista en cada cosita que hagas, pero si te gusta mejorar las cosas, optimizarlas y tal, el camino que hay por delante es increíble, ¿no? Y cada vez se irá expandiendo. O sea, ahora que tenemos industrializado, pues tenemos los baños, las fachadas, la estructura, alguna cosita más, ¿no? Los balcones, etcétera. Pero cada vez irá más y cada uno de ellos será un submundo que podrá ir creciendo, ¿no? Con lo cual yo creo que hay recorrido infinito para crecer, para aprender y para ver que tienes un impacto, ¿no? Que también al menos yo es algo que valoro.
Sí, y también comentar, nosotros también, dependiendo de qué tipo de industrialización vayas a realizar, ¿no? Por lo que comentabas, puede ser más aburrido o menos, ¿no? Porque, por ejemplo, si estás generando módulos 3D de vivienda, obviamente, pues colocas 3 módulos a lo mejor o 4 o 5 por planta y vas generando las plantas, ¿no? Sobre todo para viviendas unifamiliares. En nuestro caso, que estamos realizando viviendas en altura, claro, ahí la industrialización llega pues como que a otro punto, ¿no? A otro punto diferenciado, ¿no? Es decir, ¿a quién no le gusta hacer un Lego, ¿no? Tener una parcelita, ¿no? Y empezar a hacer un Lego, ¿no? A mí me gusta, ¿no? Yo tengo un sobrino pequeño y con los Legos no lo pasamos pipa, ¿no?
Ahí
Cada
es
uno
un
va
rato.
haciendo su estructura, ¿no? Entonces, yo no le veo ningún impedimento en este tema que comentas, ¿no? Es decir, cada proyecto va a ser único y cada, pues cada arquitecto o cada modelador, ¿no? Va a poder generar algo diferenciado, ¿no? Porque al fin y al cabo nuestra solución no es una solución única, ¿no? Está en un mix en el que tú puedes configurar algo, ¿no? Y no es algo que tiene unas reglas y de ahí no puedes salir, ¿no? Ni mucho menos. Nosotros queremos también ser flexibles y dar esa posibilidad, ¿no? De personalización. Y además de, pues como comentaba Octavi, el tener un impacto positivo, ¿no?
A lo mejor podría ser que esta diferencia de percepciones venga porque nosotros estamos asumiendo algo como dado, ¿no? Que es una parte importante del trabajo será todo el tema de automatizaciones, ¿no? Es decir, si te aburres muchas veces es porque estás haciendo repetitivamente lo mismo, pero si estás haciendo repetitivamente lo mismo es que el problema está ahí, no deberías estar haciéndolo tú, ¿no? Deberías pensar, meterle un poquito más de materia gris de cómo podemos automatizar eso. Y esa parte es súper chula, el pensar cómo automatizar algo, ¿no? Entonces,
Sí, por supuesto.
a lo mejor ahí está la diferencia, ¿no? Nosotros tenemos como muy metido en nuestro ADN de todo lo que sea automatizable. Al principio lo probamos, lo hacemos manual para asegurarnos de que es lo que queremos hacer y qué es lo que aporta valor. Pero una vez está validado, lo que hemos de pensar es cómo automatizarlo para ir a la siguiente cosa.
I'm not sure, Eric, I captured this Lego part, the blocks. Can you just recall this text to me, please?
Yeah. Yes, Pablo was saying that when you build in Lego, you are building vertically with blocks, and this also give you, because we're talking about the getting bored or the creativity, and you can also experiment with that. That it's not like designing the same houses like flooring wise, the wall and so on. When you are building in the house can be the same, the blocks can be the same, but your building can be different because you're building vertically. Like when we go with the Legos, you have predefined pieces, he said, but you can also still build different houses going up or down, right? With the structure and so on. This was the similarity he made. No? And here I will highlight at the end for me was the answer of the question we have now below our screen, that what can be the installation become repetitive and boring. Octavi at the end said that not really, if you see that the challenge is, the key is like when you realize you are doing something repetitive and boring, is the moment for you to say, okay, this I need to automatize it. Because it becomes repetitive and boring, it's a moment to take a think about why I'm doing this so time after time. I need to industrialize it and move to the next task. So this motivation to always look for the further stuff and automatize or industrialize more and more tasks leaving behind you, it will be like the motivation that will somehow balance this repetitive work.
Very good. Thank you.
Did I convince you?
I got it. No, I'm just because I think, guys, you're right. And this is something which we observe in all of the industry parts, and the people are very excited from the moment when we start to building it, and then it's just it's go down very quickly into the repetitive and just no invention, etc. So I think that's the guys really just hit it this very well. So, but I think we still have a progress to go. Okay, so
of course.
I'm not worried. I'm not worried that we will be bored because there is so many things to catch up with.
That's what they said
from the digitization. So I think this should be okay, really, on it.
Great. So talking about digitalization, our last topic we present today is about the digitize and digitalize of all the value and the data. So we ask them what is the value on it, how the company and they on their work they can use the digital data, how they see it from the use of projects. So as always, let's take a look and an ear to what they said, and then we come in afterwards and close the episode.
Let's go for now.
Sí, es como lo que decía de los otros sectores, ¿no? Que esta pregunta en otro sector casi ni te atreves a plantearla, ¿no? Pues es como demasiado obvio. Entonces, aquí lo vemos igual, ¿no? Al final hay una cantidad ingente de información que no está digitalizada o que si está digitalizada no está conectada y que creemos que se puede sacar muchísimo provecho de irlo conectando, ¿no? Y vinculándolo con la imagen esta que muestras, o sea, ¿cómo lo vemos a medio plazo? Que al final tengamos un terreno, ¿no? El terreno te da una serie de limitaciones. Tenemos, ese terreno está en un sitio, con lo cual hay una normativa local que te da otra serie de limitaciones. Y luego probablemente tienes un promotor que tiene un libro blanco de estilo, de diseño, etcétera, que te da otra serie de limitaciones. Con esto deberíamos poder llegar, no hoy, pero sí mañana, a decir, pues mira, automáticamente tu edificio ideal es este, ¿vale? El edificio que mezcla esa mejor rentabilidad, esos plazos, esa calidad, etcétera, es este. O tienes estas tres opciones, ¿no? Ese es lo que vemos un poquito más allá. Pero ya hoy, solo de juntarlo y de tenerlo todo en un mismo sitio, que no hayan dudas de cuál es la última versión, de que cuando hay una incidencia le llegue a la persona y lo tenga ahí hasta que lo resuelva, cositas muy sencillitas, es que eso ya sí que ya lo tenemos hoy y es fácilmente implementable.
Sí, ahí, con lo que comentaba Octavi, lo que nosotros prescribimos es trabajar todos los agentes del proyecto desde el inicio hasta el final bajo la misma plataforma entre comillas, es decir, bajo el mismo entorno, ¿no? Y que esté el dato único, que no hayan duplicidades, que esté bien organizado, bien tipificado, bajo unos estándares, unas normas, ¿no? Porque si cada uno empieza a trabajar en sus silos, con su forma de trabajo, sin ser colaborativos, al fin y al cabo vamos a tener, sí, podemos hacer cosas en BIM, entre comillas, pero al fin y al cabo no podemos explotar el dato, que al final, y que es lo más importante, ¿no? Para el tema de digitalización, ¿no?
Okay. So just...
This is, let's imagine, no, let's think that the beautiful technology can help us through. This is what we said, like having all the data connected. The ideal project that Octavi was saying in the beginning is you have a land with some restriction, you have a local laws with some restriction where the land is based, you have the constructor, the supplier with the restriction of the materials or design, and all this data combined and well used and connected, they can provide you you have 3 different prototypes, you have 3 different possible houses to build, so just pick one. All of them will comply. No, is it the ideal part about where we can go? Why don't we can get there? No, if we have all the data and we use it properly, we can get to there. So the importance of having digital data and having connected data is 2 different things. Not digitize and digitalize is not the same. This is a good concept we want to highlight here.
Yeah, no, I like it. I have only one thing, two really views on this one. I think when we talk about it, I think one of the key element is that this is the La La Land. Okay, everybody will be digitized, everybody will be connected, but that's in reality, it's not true, right? So some people are just get some of the values in being different. So that's they will be thinking to do the different, and they will not connect because they will give something on the different value side. So I think the ideal, the ideal world is, of course, the ideal system. It makes sense, but it will not be never reality, right? So that's one of the. The second, for me, it's really the quality of the exchange and quality of the data at the end, right? So I think that's something which we really need to look at it. It's good to talk about the connections and having exchange, etc. But if you miss some part of data or you put the 1 centimeter, I know everybody knows this example from the Airbus, which they just measure the cables and they measure inches and the centimeters, and they were not able to build it. When they ship it, they were not able to build it. So and believe us, I think we need to believe it, that all of the planes are the BIM models or digital twins, etc. And they just still didn't make it right. So anyway, I think I hear it, but it's still for me some interesting parts and dynamics.
You're hard to convince, Peter.
Now looking for money, and this is something for me. It's just not money in terms of how I can just bring the profitability to our different clients. And I think this is too big chunk. I think we try just to right now swallow, right? And we need to go for the smaller steps to make it successful, and then hopefully season 3, which will be the next year. I think it will be much more direct, and we will get the more answers.
That's why also we bring on this season 2, we bring more people into our webinars, our talks on Friday, because it's only you and me who can fight this big gap with the industry and the digitalization. So we're going for
By the
that.
way, you will be live in Madrid, right? So just if the people,
Yes.
if you
Yeah,
wish
big
to-
announcement. I will put it somehow linking as well. But next week is the BIM Expo in Madrid, the fair happening from the 15th to the 18th. I think I will be a couple of days there, 16, 17. So if everyone who's listening to this webinar wants to say a hi, high five, take a photo, whatever, contact me and let me know. I'm gladly just to make a physical contact with all of them. I'm inviting some of the people we have been to our BIM Cafe and letting them know as well, but I'm probably will potentially meet in person some of them, which is also nice. After having the discussions online, it's always good to have the physical one.
I can tell you, the last 2 days when I was in Paris on the Ferris, there was really I was so tired talking to so many people in the real life, not on the webcam. It's just like, wow, it's different. Guys, thank you very much for coming to it today. We have a pretty big audience, so this is great. I like it very much. I think we reached a couple of the tens of the people in the channel. We can see a lot of replays as well, so I'm happy just that it's going up. Just that our objective is just to democratize BIM around the world.
Exactly.
So,
So, publicity, YouTube, the BIM Cafe, to be or not to be, where LinkedIn, you can subscribe to our newsletter, the BIM Cafe, and you have our profile, our face is everywhere, so there's no reason you cannot contact us. So subscribe, the bottom, everything, just give us your support. We need this to keep doing. We need to see that there is a reason behind to do all this work, to run these webinars weekly, because it's a hell of a work and we don't get paid for this. Say it again. So please show us your support and please come over and share with us and take the screen with us. It's a pleasure always to me. So thank you again to Octavi and Pablo.
Thank you very much. Thanks for preparing it. Thanks for our guests and thanks for the interview. The release will be right now going on the YouTube. So if you wish to look the total interview, I think you go and just check it, and you will be able just to see the details. Thank you very much.
Have a good weekend.
Pleasure. Have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy the weekend and talk to you in 7 days.
Bye bye.
Ciao. Bye bye, guys.